everyone! I hope you're doing okay. I read a book and I desperately need to talk to you about it. I just read Bunny. I finished it very, very fast by Mona Awad. And I don't know what I was expecting. I was very excited to read it. It's been on my TBR for years, but recently I made a friend. Hi babe. And they told me that they hated it. It was so confusing, it was obscure, it was just pretentious, and I trusted my friend. Not anymore, but I trusted you before. Because I kind of love it and I'm obsessed with it, and yeah, I'm in the cult of the bunnies. So the premise is very, very simple. But boy, was it heavy, was it thick, was it beautiful. Let's just go ahead and start with the summary. The summary follows Samantha, who goes into a school to study literature, to become a writer. She's a writer, they study writing. Basically, she meets a clique of friends that call themselves bunnies, and they move as if they're one person. They're always together. They all call themselves bunnies. She kind of is confused, doesn't know if she wants to be part of it or wants to run away from all of it because she's kind of low-key scared. That's literally all the premise is. That's all the summary is. I loved it. Not just loved it, but I'm very much obsessed with the book. This has an unreliable narrator feel, just like with The Secret History, just like No Longer Human, and with a lot of Kafka's work, which I love dearly. However, the unreliable narrator is so difficult to achieve, in my opinion. It either can be so confusing and so tedious to read, and you have to dig through a lot to figure out few things to actually enjoy the book itself, or it can be done like this, where it mystifies and intrigues rather than being tiresome and tedious. This book is straight off off-putting in the best way, straight off unfathomably off-putting. It's suffocating how off-putting it is. It's like being in a daydream. That's how it felt reading some part of the book. There's a lot of magical realism mixed in with the occult, however in a way where it's entwined and there's no schism to be found or to be felt. There is no dichotomy between them, which makes it more off-putting to read, more suffocating to read, more confusing in the best way, and more unsettling even. The line between reality and magic, fantasy and contemporary is so blurred. I found the line between magical realism and the occult, between what's good, what's bad, the evil, the good, is so blurred. It's borderline, I don't know, it's psychotic. It in itself, the book as a whole, is an oxymoron, and it makes for an incredible, engrossing ride. Unsavory and unsettling, but very absorbing and riveting. That's how it felt. It felt like it is taking me somewhere. Please don't fucking break. Don't break. Okay, it's good. We're good. It's even magically compelling at times, ensorceling even. I found myself enchanted by certain scenes, the way they were written, not the scenes themselves. Some of them are very simple. It's a girl with an axe ripping open a boy. Ripping open the boy to shreds, to smithereens, to a million pieces. It's a bunch of girls trying to make a bunny into a boy into a bunny, and then killing them when they fail. But the way they were written, it pulls you in. It pulls a piece of your mind in. It compelled some feminine rage hidden part of me. It's a bit pretentious and a lot of cringe at times, but that's so easily overshadowed. For example, there was one scene where she said something like, I'm Sylvia Plath without the bell jar. So I'm like, baby, don't compare yourself to Sylvia Plath, okay? I hate when people do that, when they're like, I read like books about authors, in the book the character being an author, and they're like, I'm the modern day Emily Dickinson, I'm the Sylvia Plath, but without the recognition. Oh, that was cringe to read, I'm not gonna lie, but those parts are very easily overshadowed in my opinion. It's reminded me of Gravity's Rainbow, not to compare Gravity's Rainbow, it's in its own state of being, but it reminded me of Gravity's Rainbow, where you sort of have to just read. You don't have to think about it. You don't want to think about it. You shouldn't You shouldn't think about it actually while reading this book, in my opinion. You just have to let it take you wherever, and it will take you some places. I'm not saying it will take you to some beautiful, magically pleasing, aesthetic to the eyes and brain places. It's not beautiful. It's grotesque and feminine, and I loved it. I don't really have a lot of notes because I just read this for fun. So excuse the roller coaster of notes. Other than that though, that has been my review for Bunny. Tell me what you think if you've read the book, and if you haven't, read it and tell me what you think then. Other than that though, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Happy New Year. I hope 2024 is gonna be a very happy year for you, and a very abundance filled in every aspect and context in your life. Whatever brings you most happiness, do more of that. I love you, and I'm gonna see you next video.